So hello friends, in this video we are going to again discuss about a particular point, that is how much journey actually matters rather than actual destination or goals. So this topic is very much underrated because majority of the people with poor mindset thinks that the actual destination is very much legendary or it can be luxurious, so they only get attracted towards the destination or the final goal they have in their mind. But actual journey to reach that destination, they never enjoy that journey. And if we just see how the equation of life is, it's all about journey. It's about to enjoy our journey rather than just relying on the destination, or if we say ourselves that we will enjoy after reaching the destination, then life doesn't get ourselves to the destination, because destination is endless. We cannot reach our goals anytime in the future. Our expectation don't match reality, and we just expect too much than what we have or what we can achieve. If we achieve X, then our expectation becomes 2X. If we achieve 2X, then our expectation becomes 3X. So this cycle continues and we don't really achieve the destination. So in this time, if we just enjoy the process rather than relying our whole happiness on the destination, we can achieve a lot more and achieve a lot more satisfaction and happiness in life. What do you think, Anand?
Yes, it's absolutely correct that we should be process oriented, not the result oriented. Because if we see only for the results, then we forget our path, where to go, and we get confused. Like in today's era, due to social media, every teenager or Gen Z want to live luxurious life, become rich. But if someone asks them how, then they have no answer. They don't have any specific knowledge for it, not anything, only they want. So that should not happen. And we should firstly find our purpose of life, whole life. Because when you imagine yourself in your head and you said, I want to be this or that, and my nature will like this, then we should start reflecting that nature or that habits in ourselves. Means our purpose or vision and our process, or every process or every goal of day should be matched. Means if we want any revolution in helping the animals, like example this is, if you want to take help to animals, that should be any street dog or any other animals who don't have any home. So we start, our small step is to start helping to nearest dogs or cats, all kind of animals from ourselves as much as possible, and which can encourage to others, and also helps to change their mindset about that animals. Likewise, the quote is, change yourself first, then automatically world will change. Like, we should divide our main goal into small task, and that small task also associated with our goal, and we should get small reward that will give us motivation to continue that task. And one time will came that you forgot our the main task, and you will go beyond that, your imagination, you will cross your all limits, I think.
Yeah, so it's also a good point. Uh, Dividing your task in whole goal into smaller tasks. And while we achieve those tasks, we feel some kind of motivation or some kind of satisfaction if we achieve the smaller task as well. Rather than just relying on the big goal, we should also focus on the small goals. This reminds me to the point that Steve Jobs once said that our dots connect into the past, not into the future. Means if you are doing something now and you are not seeing any kind of progress or any kind of what it can be done in the future, what can be its benefits in future, then it don't you don't really understand the thing you are doing now, how will it benefit you in future. But once you reach to the future, then you can see your past and tell that these things really helped me to become who I am now. So dots really connect backwards, not forwards. If we see the past of ourselves, we see that some of our tasks maybe we see it as a failure or we see it as a useless things, uh, are are the reason behind shaping our identity now. So this really depends in future also. If you are doing particular thing now and you are not actually enjoying or seeing any kind of future in this, then remember this, the experience really matters, and what you are experiencing now will definitely benefit you in the future, and you will not recognize this now, you will recognize that in future as well.
Yes, it's correct that when we start our career, we think this is my whole life. But that at the end of our life, when we see backward, there will be many huge gaps from your careers. You switch to other, and you reach the another heights of your life. We can't uh, define or predict our future on the basis of anything. The only main thing is to doing our work honestly and with our 100%, not by any selfishness. Like many people's, like Jeff Bezos also says that I focus on mainly on my customers. That value is more than the money they pay. That should be mindset of any Gen Z.
Yeah, so also what I would like to ask you, what do you think, which things really matter in the journey, like what things will make you happy along the journey?
I think that I divided my day or daily goal, and when I achieve that goal, that give me a satisfaction that I am working for my dream, and every day by day I am reaching to near to my dream. It's kind of satisfaction that I am living my dream life likewise. And in journey there are many things will happen. You will collaborate with different persons, organization, that will be memorable, and you will learn from them very much from, and also you will learn from your colleagues or your partners in your goal. Maybe there are many things specifically for everyone's journey is different, but being in the present moment and not thinking about the future, that what will happen, that increase only our stress. And we should also not regret what happened in the past, because we cannot change it. So we only have option of being present and doing our work with our 100% efforts and concentration.
Yeah, it's true. Also, I was thinking about if you are doing one particular thing in a whole day that you don't really enjoy doing, then it's not like that you will do something about it and you will just make yourself do the thing even if you don't really enjoy it, and you think that you will achieve satisfaction or enjoyment later in the life. But this really doesn't happen, and lot of people just get into this kind of rat race where they think they don't enjoy their current job or current profile, and they want to just become financially independent or free, that they can one day just do what they really want to do. But that one day never comes. They just get into that kind of loop, like they purchase what they like to buy, but they are not able to uh, purchase it fully on their own. Hence, they just depend on loans and credit card, debit card, like so, and just they become one member in the whole rat race. What do you think?
Yes, it's correct that if we are not working on our dreams, that gives us a feeling of regret that I am only means at the end of day we think that I am only scrolling or sitting in the room doing nothing, and doing only addictions and stuck in it. So if we are going doing our goal complete, if you are doing your goal, then it will give a satisfaction that you are doing something. Like it is like, if you don't try it will never change, but if we try then there will be some probability that the our future can be changed. So likewise scientists, we should think that there are 99% of chances of failure, but what if this will work? That's like we should think.
Yeah, it's true. I was also thinking about how I was thinking about the story that once told Ankur Warikoo. He said that it is a fictional story, like if you are working in a job profile. Let's say you don't really enjoy your job, you just go to office, you work something there, and you come home hopelessly about the future. You don't have any kind of a plan for the next day. You are just dependent on the cycle that whatever your boss or whatever your manager wants, you will do that kind of thing, and it is kind of a not good place for you. The culture of the company is not that good as well. So you are just stuck into that job and you think that you should leave it. But once you start finding a job, you just start realizing that getting a good job in the least amount of time is not good. So you just try to get one job which is not that good as well. You see that salary is good, but actually the culture is not that much good. So you just join the company because you felt like you was suffering in the first company, but after some days you just start suffering in the second company as well, because you are just going into that loop again, and you are not actually understanding what is going wrong here, because we just think that our current situation is not good, and whatever we will choose in our next situation it will be better, but it cannot be better as always. It can be sometimes worse than current situation. So if we are planning to change our job or kind of the thing we are working towards to achieve enjoyment or happiness in our day-to-day life, we can just try giving it some time. Like we can try reaching out different companies, we can try reaching out different things, and we can just explore the whole idea rather than just quitting a job and waiting for the next one. We can just try to be ourselves and keep ourselves patient to find future offers or future kind of roles.
Yes, it's correct. It's like in a river that we are going with the flow of water. We don't have our own plan where to go, and it will go like not a ordinary, extraordinary thing. The main thing most of people are thinking now, I want success, but in less time. They are like 6 months, 1 year, 3 year, but building our own any business kind of thing, that's need around 5 to 10 years to fully set up and grow. So there are no shortcut to success. There will be minimum time of like 3 to 4 years we will need to build or grow properly. So this shortcut will not give us any kind of satisfaction. It will be temporary if you got, not a permanent. And Elon Musk also say that many, if you want to extraordinary, then we need to do extra efforts. If we are likewise, if anyone is doing job and which is boring, he don't like it, he should also start working with his any other project or side hustle type, doing work in office, then came to home, refresh and work for him and his project. That can give him a financial stability also by job, and also give a satisfaction by doing his dream work for him. And one point when came the his projects or work take over his salary amount, then he can leave his job and focus on that thing.
Yeah, it's true as well. I also see some people have the mindset kind of in school. They think that currently we will struggle to gain some marks, and later after life will be good. But after they get passed from the school, they go into college and they think like if they complete college, then it will be good life afterwards. And after completing college, they get into a job and they think the same thing. Like this cycle continues and they are just hoping for a good life in the future. But they are not actually enjoying the current version of themselves. So, what do you think they should do in their day-to-day lives rather than setting goals and other things? What can they do to just achieve some kind of happiness or enjoyment in daily life?
Firstly, that happen because of, like, firstly we start for uh, any financial goal, means first we want money for our needs. So many of people join a job and then they get any other loan for their car, home, and they get stuck because if they don't pay their EMIs, then how, means they have to pay their EMIs, so they cannot quit their job, and they, means they are they need to sit there. They don't have any freedom to do anything other. It's more about mindset. Like many of students go to foreign, there are many college, top college, they have a lot of fees. So in foreign there are student loan are popular. Like college fees is around 2 to 3 crores. So student get loan, and then after college the loan is continue. So he also work on other thing like any Domino's or McDonald's, and then he get work there. Likewise, he got stuck on the cycle of that loan, so he thinks it is better because of high salary, and then his desire become larger. Many of them don't have any financial knowledge, so they only spend more rather than trying to earn more. So that is problem mainly. I think that most of people don't wait for their things. Like if you want TV but you don't have budget now, then you should stop it. Don't buy TV on EMIs or credit card. it will cost more than it. So that stopping or taking a pause, it is more important, and thinking what we are doing, that that realizations will come to you that this is not my life. If you want to do extraordinary, then we have to do extra efforts rather than other any person are doing.
I think like if you are trying to get a particular thing, like you said the example that people want TV or any kind of good college, that kind of thing. But majority of the people don't really want the thing from their inner self. Majority of this kind of their desires or goals are come from herd mentality. Like they see others doing one kind of thing and they just start doing this thing. Like we see in reels and shorts that successful people or the show off people just get some very good cars and bikes, and just we hope or the desire to get that kind of bike or car for ourselves. But this doesn't really come from our inner self. And the things which come from our inner self are the really things we are needed in the life, because these kind of external desires which are given to us by the environment or by the social media most of the times are not really the things we need in our life to achieve satisfaction. I see many of the people also have that too much wealth or too much uh, external desires achieved in their life, but they don't achieve any kind of satisfaction or happiness. So after they become very much successful, very much wealthy, and they buy a lot of things that they think that they like, but after buying all the things, the craze just remains for 2 to 3 days. After which their desire goes down and they just start desiring for another thing. So this loop really goes on and on, and we need to actually ask our own self that what we actually want. I remember a story from a LinkedIn profile that a student has posted that he was in the IIT and he was not satisfied or not happy with the daily thing which he is doing there. So many people see IIT as a inspiration, like they want their dream to crack the IIT exam and get into the IIT college. But the actual students which are in the IIT college think that they are suffering or they are kind of not happy with what they are now. So it really depends on what you really want to be. Just not for follow the herd mentality that 1 lakh people are hoping to get into IIT and I will be one of them which really cracks the exam. It's not like the herd mentality. We should find the thing which we really want in our own self, which can achieve us the real enjoyment and happiness in our life.
Yes, it's correct that not showing to not buying things for showing to others. Like in our society, parents discuss that this now AI is on the move, then my child will take admission in AI and he will also earn in lakhs. But they don't think what the child also wants. So basically, when we start living others' dream, then we didn't get any satisfaction from inner. Means we are get confused that many of influencer that shows they have a lot of money earned by content creation or creating any agency, all things. So our mind get confused that if my things doesn't work, then what happens? But we have to believe in ourselves and our talent, and creating our own path. That will be hard to walk on, but there will be a success or satisfaction for ourselves that we do what we really want to do, not that others are doing, I am doing.
Yeah, it's true. You should just focus on your inner desires rather than relying on the other person's desire. There is a saying, great saying about it as well. Like if you don't have your own desires, make you, other will sell you their own desires and make you buy them.
Yes, it's correct that it also goes like if you don't see or build your dream, then others will uh,
Hire you.
hire you for building their own dream. So if we don't do anything, then we become average in everything. Like we get stuck in at any job that limit our limitation because human brain is the most powerful thing I think that is way beyond our imaginations. We can do mostly what we can imagine. So our beliefs that limit our mind that should be broke, and if anyone want to do extraordinary, then he have to believe in himself and build his own path and to be consistent or uh, on it with the discipline. There are many people that succeed because of discipline, that they enjoy their work because they are doing what they love. Like many of billionaires, they have enough money for their financial freedom, but their inner voice says that this work I can do 24 by 7, and they also work like hell because they don't feel tired. The main thing is doing the most loving thing.
Yeah, so I think now listeners should have understood how the journey is really important rather than just the goals. So I think this should be end now. Uh, at last, I would like to summarize what we have seen. Firstly, we have seen that uh, the journey is like the dots connect in backward, not in forward. So we should just do the thing which we are doing now rather than seeing its benefit in the future. We will definitely recognize those benefits when the time comes. And also, we have discussed a lot about job profiles, like if a person is in a toxic job or like kind of environment where he don't really enjoy the job, he should not take a decision to quit job and find another one. Then if he does such kind of thing, he will just get into the rat race or just that loop that he will again find a job which he don't like. So he should be patient enough to find a job rather than just leaving the job that he has now. He should take some time. Also, we have seen that our desires should be from our inner self, not from the external factors like social media and others. And also, we have seen that we should not go into the kind of trap or rat race, buying things on EMI and credit card, and then making our whole life job for spending our money onto it. We should use the money wisely and financially smart enough to make accurate decisions. So I think it is all about it. I would like to ask you, Anand. I have know that you read many books about this financial management and this kind of thing. Which books will you recommend to the listeners?
Mm, there are many books in Spanish, but as a beginner, I will suggest Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Richest Man in the Babylon, The Unscripted by M.J. Marco, and The Millionaire Fastlane. These are basic books, and according to our interest, then we can Also explore intelligent investor for stock market, and the last book is cash flow quadrant, that also describe about the business, means profession, different type of profession, and where we should be to automate our task without renting our time.
Yeah. I would also like to add one book, that is a Psychology of Money. It can also teach you how to use your money wisely. So at last, I think listeners should have gained some knowledge or information from it. Hope you like it. Wait for the next one. Goodbye for now.